Hey guys, this is the Duke of TVC and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction as we continue our ladder run. I'm in the same recording session as the last episode. Right in between episodes I decided to check to see if there was a staff at the shop that was worth buying, and there was. Now I have a +9 Firebolt staff. Once again, going to see if one of my friends might be interested in it. It's definitely hard to beat in the low levels for what you can do. Tons of warmth, mana after kill, tons of skills, good fire damage, just all around a good thing. Also bought a new claw. Um, did I accidentally sell it? Oh, I did. I glitched it and, it really wasn't any better though. It was different. We'll see if he's selling it back again. It didn't do any more damage. It was just slightly different. Yeah, it really wasn't worth keeping. It was a waste of gold. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Alright, so in the last episode, we went and found, I don't even know what it's called, like, the Canyon of the Magi, right? Yeah, Canyon of the Magi. So in this episode, we are going to go and find the tomb with this marking. All of the tombs are always in the same spot. I have never taken the time to memorize it. I just have never cared enough. Something I should probably do in the future, but oh well, not the end of the world. And then I believe in this episode we should be able to kill the boss of this act. And then we'll be moving on to Act 3. I don't think there's any more this way. It's just the moon. Oh, there was one more. Okay, circle. Kill this guy. Plenty of attack rating from our guy. And yeah. I've also been watching a lot of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. A lot of Kane Blue River. He is a Hulk Hagar Sentinel player. And I love his play because I play two of those characters. I play Hulk Sentinel, and then I round out my team with either Akuma or Dante, depending on the situation. And this guy is a master with Hulk Hagar. It is what is considered a mid to low tier team, and he just wrecks some of the best people in Marvel with this team. It's very impressive. I love his playstyle. A lot of it is based on reads and absolutely just abusing the mechanic of armor on his Hulk. Do I think that is kind of like cop-out play? I do not at all. There are other characters with infinitely more abusive things that people play, and the way he plays, I think, is very smart. He reads his opponents very well constantly, and he plays characters that what is called being plus on meter, which means that he can kill a character and have more meter, super meter, than when he started to attack that character. This is very useful because it allows him to use meter for other things like, you know, sometimes he'll just catch somebody in a random super. It's just how it is. Um, but his play is very awesome. I love it. It's the type of play that I enjoy. Very in your face, very brute force, very force your opponent to play on your terms and have to deal with your aggression. And two of his characters do use armor. And like I said, I do not believe it to be a unfair or an abusive way of playing the game because, like I said, there are just, you know, you've got Virgil, you've got Morgan, you've got Doctor Doom, just so many characters that are considered Phoenix. There's so many other characters that are just considered so much higher on the tier list, and they are. I believe in tier lists to an extent, and then a lot of stuff can be, you know, personal play, you know, making things work where other people don't. Um, as somebody who used to do some traveling when it came to fighting games, something I enjoyed, I would normally ignore most tier lists, do my own thing, find out my own ways of playing a character, and a lot of the times give people a lot of trouble with characters they thought should not be giving them trouble, and that's something that I found to be a lot of fun, and I would do. Let's see here, anything interesting? Nope. So yeah, I've definitely been watching a lot of Marvel lately, something I very much enjoy. I haven't gotten to play. In my area, n- not wanting to, I always hate trying to, like, oh, I'm not tooting my own horn, but the shop that I worked at, pretty much anybody who came in, I pretty much beat pretty soundly. And I never took the game that seriously as other fighting games, even though I absolutely love the game. I think it's fast-paced. I think it's interesting. I think there's a lot of dynamics to it. Um, but by all means, I was not anywhere near what a lot of people are. I was proficient. I did a lot of the stuff that Kane Blue River does. I would abuse the big characters and their damage. I would abuse armor, and it was just something that a lot of people couldn't deal with. And I had a lot of friends that would, if you played the game, you probably know who Arthur is. And one of the things a lot of people do is they'll have him in the back as an anchor, just so they can X Factor level 3 and then try and chip people out. Um, do I have a problem with that? Not at all. Back when I used to travel, there was a Japanese fighter game that had the namesake of Naruto, called Gekto Ninja Taisen 4, and I played the most zoning character in existence in that game. I played Itachi, and he had clones that he would send after you, and they were tracking, and they could go anywhere on the screen. They did okay damage, and you could combo off of them. It wasn't a fair character. Um, I firmly believe he was the best character in the game. On the tier list, I believe he was number 4. The community was very tight knit. I loved the community. And the community thought he was at best in the top 4. By far, not anywhere near number 1. Because they made, of course, they made QB Naruto, the one-tail Naruto, an incredibly powerful character, borderline unfair in some ways. He was plus on almost every string, on any string he did when he attacked you. Um, and even some characters that if they did not have a projectile, because all characters for the most part have a projectile that could be thrown in the air. If he did not have that, he could just beat you around as much as he wanted, and he was considered to just be too powerful and was considered to be bannable. On many occasions, there was a constant debate in the community whether this character was just too much for the game. Like, he was almost Akuma from Street Fighter good in the old games when he was unbeatable. He did need to be banned. Um, I came into the community a little bit late, but I did everything. I basically wrote the book on Kiboy Itachi, and before I came into the community, it was supposed to be a matchup that Itachi could not win. No matter what he did, he would just lose to QB Naruto. He wasn't supposed to have a way to deal with them. The character was just supposed to be too fast, too damaging, bad matchup all around. That's all there is to it. And I ended up playing against the best Naruto player in Florida at a tournament called Revolution. Played their best player, the best player that state has, and when I went, because I was fairly new to the community, they had no idea who I was. Everybody from Ohio, which was one of the larger communities for the game, knew who I was. They knew that there's only really one person in the entire Ohio community that could beat me on a consistent basis, and um, and that was it. I had gotten better than everyone else in a very short amount of time. Um, so I went to this tournament with almost nobody knowing who I am, and you know, um, and I just started just wasting the top players of that state, and ended up taking fourth place at that tournament. I lost to the same person that sent me to the loser bracket as I lost to in the finals. It sucked, but the guy just had my number that day, and he was counter picking, and there was it was terrible. But yeah, and it was just making me think, like, what do people think of tier lists? What do people think of, when like things are rated a certain way, or or like, some people, do you believe that, player skill really is? Oh wow, he is wrecking us. Um, we're gonna run away for a little bit and let our traps deal some dirty work. But yeah, I was just, wondering what people thought of tier lists. Wow, he is. Yeah, this is, woo! That cold aura is wrecking. Oh, come on, die, 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 die. Whew! Okay. Sorry, I kind of had to stop talking there. That was close, man. Oh, yeah, I wanted to, and there's lots of games that can have tier lists. There's tier lists for guns. There's tier lists for anything under the sun. If it's a game, there's going to be a tier list for something. And I've always wondered what other people think of tier lists. A lot of people in the fighting game community, they believe in them to some extent, and then the rest is, we'll leave it up to the player. I wish this were just a little bit better. This could have actually honestly been worth a ton if it just had some enhanced damage and 2 sockets. That is incredibly disappointing. Hopefully the ring will be good. Attack rating, we definitely need that. Life, energy. We are going to put that over top of that. Repair. We definitely... Yeah, that's going to give us a ton more attack rating, especially with our mercenary, who decided it was a good time to die. We'll put that there. You there. You there. Oops. Did not mean to do that. I could sell them, but I really don't care. Do this. So yeah. Let me know what you think. Even in this game, and that's what I was going to get to, even in this game there is definitely a tier list. And in this game, because it's an older game, and simply because I've been playing it long enough, and I feel like I can make a very informed decision about it, there is a tier list. Paladins are absolutely broken. They are unfair for so many reasons. If you play this game, you know why. Hammer dens, smiters, everything about them, they have everything under the sun at their disposal. Auras, healing, defense, block, there's just nothing that they don't have. After that, I think assassins. Assassins are absolutely insane. They have claw block, fade, burst of speed, traps. They can even be made into whirlwind sins. Everything about them is just phenomenal. After that, probably barbarians. Barb vs. Caster is an incredibly powerful build, and very few things can beat it. After that, I would say druid. Tons of life, good damage when druid specifically. What else do we have? Probably after that would be sorceress. Actually, I'd have to say sorceress necro would be tied. Um, Good bone necromancers are hard to come by, but when played well, they are just insanely good. But yeah, after that, Amazons. Amazons are easily the lowest of the lowest tier. Very low life. They're relying on RNG to not die. They're not that good. But anyway, we finished Act 2. Act 2 is done. I believe this is the 13th episode, so lucky 13, I guess. Or is it? No, this will be the 14th episode. Sorry. So 14 episodes, and we've gotten 12 quests done. That's not bad considering how long Act 2 can be. So let's go ahead and head to Act 3 now. Yes, Jaren tells me we need to go. And here we are in Act 3. I'm going to go ahead and continue this on the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe. They really help me out and support me, and they only take a moment to do. And if you like the video, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.